Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tuff Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
Welcome to The Legal Fix, a new age radio show brought to you by the Tuff Law Firm. We're the toughest law firm in town, with the toughest lawyers around answering your toughest legal questions.
Hey, welcome to The Legal Fix, a new age radio show by the Tuff Law Firm. And this is where we answer your toughest legal questions. Call the hotline at 936-900-2381. I am your host, Bruce Tuff, Big Deal Bruce Tuff. I have Boy Wonder with me, Brandon Riley, and our super lawyer, G.I. Jerome, is on a mission right now. He's going to go see his grandpa. He's driving on his way to Dallas, but we're in constant communication to him. He's probably listening to us live right now, Jeremy Hall. So we wish Jeremy all the best, and
safe travels.
His wife Ruby and his new baby Remy. So
I think they renamed her to Chubby Cheeks.
Did they do Chubby Cheeks? He shows me photos all the time. I get tons of photos, and then he says she creeps on her crib all the way to the edge to be closest to mom, and then there she sleeps with the head face smashed.
He also pointed out that really hurts his feelings that she only wants to be with mom.
That's how all babies are.
Yeah,
I think so.
I
think mom. We'll ask our guest.
We'll ask our special
Judge Amy Tucker, who has 2 children herself, about mommy questions as well. And if you have any questions for Judge Tucker, please call in at the hotline at 936-900-2381. Before I introduce Judge Tucker, I want you to know she is the County Court at Law number 3 presiding judge. It's a family court. It's designated for Child Protection Court, which is the only one we have. And the court is assigned 20% of the newly filed family cases and 100% of the cases filed by Child Protective Services. Amy's been licensed for 21 years, and welcome, Judge Amy Tucker. Welcome to the Legal Fix.
I'm excited to be here.
We're so glad that you're here.
Honored to have you on.
We are. We're very honored, Your Honor. So, Amy, I did a little bit of an introduction, but I really got to know Amy. I had hosted an event for Judge Amy Tucker and hosted at the Glade Gallery last month, and we had a wonderful reception. Yeah, we had a wonderful reception, and during that, you always learn about what about someone when they're talking about themselves. And so Judge Tucker had an opportunity to tell everybody that attended the event a little bit about what she does as a judge in family cases and in 100% of the CPS cases. And Judge Tucker, also Judge Tucker is a candidate. You're in an election right now, right? I just remembered I hosted an event because you are a candidate.
Yes, that is right. I will be on the ballot for the March primary.
Oh, that's good.
Is this your first time on the ballot?
It is. It is. This is my first experience with politics.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it's been interesting. The first couple of months were a little nerve-wracking, but I think I've found my way, and I'm enjoying it now. I really am. I've met so many amazing people in this county, and as you said, I've been with Montgomery County. I've worked for Montgomery County for over 20 years, so I love it here. This is my home, and I've enjoyed it.
Good. Well, do this. Amy, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us a little bit of your background. I do know you went to the University of Texas, right? Well,
first I went to the University of Tennessee.
Oh, my God! How do you keep those together? TU, UT.
They're both orange.
Are they? Are they both orange? They're both orange and white.
Well,
right?
Actually, Tennessee is orange.
Oh, okay. And UT is burnt orange,
well,
right?
I guess.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Amy.
Well, I actually grew up in Corpus Christi, Texas, and my parents were teachers and also very athletic. My parents played tennis for the University of Houston, so I've always had an affinity for the Houston area. My parents loved Houston when they were here in the 60s. So when we would come up here to visit, it was just the most exciting thing. But I started out playing tennis and then golf and then basketball, and ultimately had most of, the most talent for golf, and ended up playing in a national junior tour throughout high school, and I hate talking about myself. Because
so let me ask you a question.
I've got questions for you. Who's a better golfer, you or Judd?
So he's the better baseball player, and I'm the better golfer.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Good.
But I will tell you, I've never seen a human being hit the ball as hard as he does on a golf course.
Yeah, he can pack it, man. I see that in him. Yeah, he
all the
cranks
rage.
up and whines and hits that thing. It goes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If it goes straight, it's fantastic. If it doesn't, it's scary.
But I bet you outdrive him more times than he outdrives you.
He would debate that. But
Okay.
It only counts if you can find the ball, though, right?
exactly. If
Yeah.
it's not in play, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count. So you said you played basketball. Is it true that you played with Eva Longoria?
I did. It's so random, but Eva Longoria, I went to junior high with her, and she was on my 7th and 8th grade basketball team. She was very good, actually, had a great outside shot, and was quite a good point guard. I didn't even know that she had gone to Hollywood until I saw that she was starring on Desperate Housewives. And I actually wrote her a letter, and I said, "You probably don't remember me, but we were on the city championship basketball team in the 7th grade, and I'm so proud of you. I can't believe it." And she didn't write back. But
I was waiting
in case you were wondering, we're not friends now or anything.
And you were really good at golf, right?
So I was really good at golf, and it was just honestly natural talent. I did not hit a golf ball until I was 12. I had played tennis up until then, and I really don't have any explanation for it. It's just one of those things that happened. But I ultimately started playing at a national level probably by the age of 14 or 15. I quit tennis, and during that time, I was on the junior tour with Tiger Woods at the time. He was a year behind me. And I do remember Tiger, but I mostly remember his father because he was so intimidating. And a couple times I had to ride up to the tee box in the morning just randomly with him in the golf cart. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't talk to me.
Earl Woods.
Yes. He was quite a figure.
Yeah. Big Earl. Well, so transition from tennis to golf. So you're quite the athlete and a basketball player. My gosh.
I was at one time. I was very athletic.
Did you go on a scholarship to University of Tennessee?
I did, and it came down to University of Alabama and University of Tennessee. And
Roll Tide, volunteers.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And there was no question. My parents said when I came back from my visit to Tennessee, I was orange.
Yeah.
So it was meant to be.
Yeah. How did you like it there? How
Loved it.
was it? I hear it's just
Oh,
fabulous, right? It is fabulous.
It
It's
was
a great state, Tennessee is.
It was beautiful. And we had a great football team then. Peyton Manning was a year behind me, so it was exciting.
Wow.
We got to go to, every game and sit on the 50-yard line, like 5th row, and it was fantastic.
That's the largest college stadium, isn't it?
I wish it was, but I don't think it is anymore.
It isn't anymore.
Wow.
It was back then, though,
I think
right?
it might have been at one time, but it's still really huge.
Eva Longoria, Peyton Manning, Tiger Woods. I mean, what's next? Tell me who's next.
I know,
Did your
what
kids
other-
already get D1 scholarships in the mail?
Who was the other? What other celebrities? Oh, wait, I know. Your roommate at University of Texas in college. I mean, in law school. Your other celebrity, right?
Oh, Andrea.
Yeah, Andrea
Yes,
Kolsky.
Andrea
right.
Kolsky. You know, whenever I tell someone she's a triplet, they look at me wide-eyed.
Is she really?
She's a triplet.
No
I had no
way.
idea.
Y'all didn't know that?
There's two
No,
more of
three of
them?
that's a boy,
Oh,
a boy
my
and a
God.
girl.
I was just going to say, this is
Oh.
getting better and better all the time. Okay, tell us about a little bit of your law school and professional career.
Yes, so I
May I have your attention, please?
When-
May I have your attention, please? We are conducting a short test of the building fire alarm system.
Is that happening?
Flashing
That
lights.
is happening
That
during
is
your
happening.
interview. We're having a test.
You do not have to.
Okay, we're not leaving the building.
Oh my gosh,
We're
I
about
thought
to
that
have
was
a
part
fire
of the
alarm.
show.
Yeah, we are going to have a fire alarm
Yeah.
on the show. That's why you know that the show is
Let's
live
take a
because we
break
can
when
do
it
it.
comes through then.
Yeah, when it starts buzzing, we'll do that. Wait a minute. I have.
So tell us a little bit about
Before
your
the
tenure
alarm
at law
goes
school.
off?
Yeah.
And then-
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I said, my parents were teachers. I was an English literature major in college, and I didn't want to be a teacher, so I thought, well, I'll go to law school because at least I could maybe earn some money if I get a law degree. I did not like law school at all, and I went to a really good law school, University of Texas, the other UT, and I couldn't find my footing, and I begged my parents to let me quit halfway through, go to film school, and that was not an option. So I finished, and then my last semester I came across, I just randomly picked a child welfare class, and it was taught by a professor who was actually a judge for CPS cases. And it really changed my life. I just knew right then and there this is what I was meant to do. And I didn't know how I was going to get into that area of the law, but it happened very quickly after my federal clerkship, which I did do a federal clerkship my first year out of law school. And I came up here answering just like an online ad for an attorney with the Montgomery County Attorney's Office in the Child Welfare and Domestic Violence Division in 2001. I think I interviewed on a Friday and got a call Monday, and they hired me.
Who did you interview with?
So I interviewed with, at the time, the county attorney was David Walker.
Oh, I love David Walker.
But Frank Bass was on his way out.
Frank Bass, another celebrity. I love Frank Bass.
He was there for my interview, and he was an amazing person. Mm-hmm. He really was. And, he actually was a CPS judge for a while at the end of his career. I don't know if you knew that.
I think I knew that. He was doing a lot of visiting judge work, and yes, exactly.
I don't have enough gray hairs for that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, so who did you clerk for? Who was the federal judge?
Yes, it was Judge Hayden Head Jr. in Corpus Christi.
Okay. Hayden
Head Jr.
Head, okay.
I think he's retired status now.
Oh, okay. All right. And what kind of cases did you do when you were a briefing clerk?
I was a briefing clerk. I was everything clerk.
True nerd.
I did a lot of prisoner habeas cases, a lot.
Yeah.
The volume was incredible. And some big litigation cases, my job was to create a binder for him that had all the pleadings and all the details of the case so that when he got on the bench, he didn't have to look for anything. I did that. And he would hear a lot of summary judgment motions and, all that kind of federal civil stuff. Mm-hmm. I was really good at federal law for about 10 months.
Me too. That's how I started out. I did nothing but bankruptcy court, federal litigation, and in federal court, and it's like big boys court. It's for real. It is, and I will tell you, I thought I thought I should try to get on with the U.S. Attorney's Office just because I had learned so much in that 10 months. I thought, well, that's the obvious transition. But my heart just, like I said, I never forgot that last class I took. And when I saw there was an opening with the Montgomery County Attorney's Office, I just felt like I needed to take it. That is so cool. So tell me about your work in the Montgomery County Attorney's Office and what kind of cases you did and the work that you did representing the county of Montgomery.
Well, I started out, like I said, in the Domestic Violence and Child Welfare Division. So I was representing women who needed family violence protective orders, and I was representing Child Protective Services. The caseload for CPS cases became so much that I ultimately was transitioned out of the family violence, and for the last 6 or 7 years of my time there, I headed up the Child Welfare Division as the attorney for CPS.
Did you work with Echo Hudson at all?
I did not. And, when did she get on with the DA's office? Was it 2009?
We interviewed her about it, and I have no idea the answer to that
I don't know
question.
if there was any crossover. I think there might have been a couple years crossover when she was at the DA's office and I was at the county attorney's office, but I did not. I never actually worked with her.
You may not know this, but Echo's been on the show.
She has?
Yes, Echo was on the show.
Echo.
Yes, Echo.
Echo.
Yeah, and Judge Bass. So now we have Judge Tucker. All right.
Very
All
good.
right, let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come right back. Thank you for your patience. If you do have a call in. I know we've had a few calls, so our switchboard has been lining up. We'll try to take a call for Judge Tucker, and we'll be right back. I'm Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tuff Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, you just
Smooth.
caught me jumping into my seat. Welcome back to
Bruce
the Legal Fix. Yes.
You ran to hair and makeup.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
saw
ran
that.
out and ran in. That was like so cool. Okay, so we're going to cram a lot in for the second episode. We're going to do some hot topics. We're going to talk about the Jussie Smollett trial and
Smollett.
Is it Gazane Maxwell?
I've got a mullet.
Is it Gazelle? You do. Hey, by the way, I like
Yeah,
the new
check it
haircut.
out.
You look so
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
That-
it's like
I
flat.
think that actually does qualify as a mullet.
It is a full mullet.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's
Uh-huh.
nothing less than shocking.
It is, isn't it? Look at that. And I watched him get the haircut. I mean, I hate to admit
No.
that. Yes. And he was a little high on the top right here, but he wanted a little bit flatter for some reason.
So
I don't
great.
know.
It grows quick on the top.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks good. You're
you.
rocking a nice mullet. Yeah. Just
we'll
like
call it the Smollett.
This the Smollett mullet. The Smollett
wow.
mullet. And so what do you think of the Jussie Smollett trial in Chicago, where Judge Tucker, we're going to put you on the hot seat before the hot seat, but
The pre-hot
Jussie
seat.
Smollett is having a trial, and like I didn't make all that stuff up. It really happened, and all the resources that were used at my expense. Can you just imagine that? What would you do if you were the judge in that trial?
Well, I will say, I have one question. This was a guy who was on a successful show. He had made it in show business,
Right,
which is
right.
hard for anyone. He was probably making a lot of money. He had notoriety. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you do this?
I think
Isn't
more
it true?
attention.
Isn't
more
it true
attention.
that he's really good friends with the vice president, the current vice president, as well as the Obamas?
Yeah, he's good friends with
Really
Kamala
close friends
because
with both of
Kamala
them.
actually commented right away that, hatred in the United States, this is wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. And then she went, oops. Yeah.
Britney Spears style.
Yeah, Britney Spears style. Yeah. Well, it's crazy. And then Maxwell Trial's coming on. Boy, wonder what do you think about that?
Yeah,
that's
so
going to be
Smollett. They just rested. The prosecution rested their case.
Oh, they
and
did?
So his
Okay.
defense is picking up now, and they're
Okay.
trying to blame it on the twins or the brothers that.
Yeah,
helped
the
him.
brothers that he paid to
Yeah, that he paid.
pretend to beat him up. And that it's their fault. They got the instructions wrong, right?
millions of dollars in taxpayer money.
You
was,
weren't really supposed to fake beating me up. You were just going to be the fall guys for it, and you were supposed to remain anonymous the whole time.
Dave Chappelle had such a good skit on this, and he discussed it. He said, "What kind of MAGA person, like a Donald Trump supporter, would be out in Chicago in the dead of winter at 2 a.m.
At 9 degrees out, at a Subway sandwich shop. Who does,
He should have thought that a little better through if he was going to
he-
get away with it.
Absolutely.
And the Maxwell trial is going on. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, the most salacious thing I've seen thus far, obviously, first of all,
Well,
you're in this, so please
I can
jump
tell
in.
you, and I have not been keeping up with it, but I can tell you, I tried to start watching the Epstein documentary on Netflix, and I think I got through the first 30 minutes, and it was so disturbing. I couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot. So I don't know how it's going to go, but
The pilot testified yesterday that at least 2 presidents flew on that plane to the Epstein Island.
Oh, my God.
Clinton
Okay, that
being
Pleasure
one.
Island. You're talking about Pleasure Island,
I didn't
right?
want to
Yeah,
call
the
it that
pilot.
because
Okay.
it's not Pleasure Island.
Holy smoly.
So we'll see how
Holy
this
Jesse
goes.
Smollett. Whoa. Yeah, that's going to be bad. So that'll make you believe in conspiracies and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, the
And
five families
we
that
didn't talk
control
about
everything.
this. The Ahmed Aubrey case resulted in a guilty verdict for both the father and the son.
We took
killed
that up
young
at the
man.
last episode. Didn't we talk about that or not?
I think
was that a
we
prediction we
focused,
made?
so-
Because we
well-
were actually handicapping these trials, and we said those guys are going down.
They
They're
should
going
have.
down.
They
You don't
should
go
have.
chasing someone in your pickup trucks with your
No.
video cameras and shotguns and that crazy stuff. That's just
Even if it was your own home, you can't.
bizarre.
You can't.
Who does that?
I think the Supreme Court case was the Johnson case, where the guy was shot in the back running away, and they said that's not self-defense
No,
to shoot
that's-
someone in the
that-
back.
I'm
It's
glad
also
those
not
guys went
self-defense
down.
to lie in wait
Yeah.
for someone to come
Oh,
and
my
then push
gosh.
them into you and shoot them after.
That's just sad. But that's a good conclusion. Those guys go down.
Justice was served.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So we had a heck of a week. We usually do a week in review, and I actually took a call from an attorney looking for Boy Wonder, Brandon Riley, and I said, yeah, he's in a deposition. He goes, yeah, but he was in hearings that morning. I go, why? But let me tell you, Annie did a deposition, and he had hearings that afternoon. And he goes, you better be paying him a lot of money. I said, we take good care of you, don't we, Boy Wonder?
You guys take excellent care, the best care
Wow.
ever.
But-
Diana gets on to me for not working, so I had to act like I was working this
You
week.
worked your butt off this
did.
week,
I did.
man. You
I
had.
did.
I mean, I don't know.
We had
was there-
two summary judgment deadlines.
You have a hearing today. You have a hearing at 2.
as soon as
I
we
just
leave.
okay, as soon as we leave here, we have a hearing too.
Two hearings, actually.
All right. So we're
Motion
going
to strike, motion for continuance.
Can you swear Judge Tucker in? Are you going to be able to swear her in for the hot seat?
I don't know it, so Jeremy, forgive me. I should have this memorized. But Judge Tucker, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and your version of the truth
As you know it.
as you know it?
Yes.
All right. We're
Okay,
going to
I
put.
think that's close
All right.
enough.
We're putting her on the hot seat.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Let me get
oh,
my
yeah, I've gotta
glasses
put my
on. I got to put
sunglasses
my
on.
glasses on.
Okay,
All right.
Velma.
Yeah. Here we
Where
go.
are my glasses?
How do you spell trucker?
Trucker. What does that mean?
Go, Joe. Go, Brandon.
How do you spell trucker is his question.
Trucker?
We're going to throw you.
Name
this
3 words that rhyme with Tucker.
Oh,
How about
Tough.
fud?
oh no.
Fuddrucker.
Yes.
Fuddruckers.
Oh, Fuddruckers. That's a good
Fuddruckers.
one.
Okay,
That's
we'll
one.
let you
That's
have one
good.
pass.
All right. Are you related to Chris Tucker,
No.
Preston Tucker,
No.
Justin Tucker,
No.
Douglas Tucker?
No.
Mother Tucker, bad Mother Tucker. Isn't your husband named Judd?
It is.
I'm
Let's
gonna
just
pass
leave it at
question.
that.
I'm gonna leave that question. Jeremy wrote a bad question.
Oh, it was a bad question.
Bad question.
Okay. Do you believe in gender equality?
Gender equality.
Yeah, gender equality. If you do, then why isn't your name Atkinson anymore? The Amy formerly known as Atkinson. I like Judge Atkinson. Nice ring to it. So I think
but-
I think Judge should change his name to Judd to crush the confusion.
Well,
Jude.
Tucker is easier to say though.
Jude
don't you think?
Atkinson. We could change it to
Yeah.
Jude. Yeah.
Did you go to
Well,
UT?
my maiden name is Livesey. So
Objection.
try that.
Objection.
Oh,
Non-responsive.
She's got us.
Did you go to UT?
Yes.
What's your mascot?
My mascot?
Was it Smokey the Blue Tick Coonhound?
Oh, yes. That UT, yes.
But I thought it was the bear that got lit in the forest.
I don't think you can say that anymore.
Time's up for the coonhounds, I guess.
Isn't that animal cruelty to teach your animal to kill another animal?
Yes.
Hey, what was your rally cry at UT?
Rocky Top.
How about at UT?
I guess it's the UT. I guess it's the Eyes of Texas, but I never went to a football game there. I was too busy studying.
I know, you're in law school. What are you hooking when you hook them?
I like to hook fish.
All right, that's more animal violence for us. All right,
When
time's
you
up.
attended UT, were you a volunteer?
I was a volunteer.
Have you ever volunteered anywhere else?
Yes, I have volunteered other places.
What's the best part of volunteering?
Well, the best part, not getting paid.
Hey, after law school, isn't it true that you clerk for Hayden Panettiere?
No.
Hayden Head?
Yes.
Is that a real judge?
Yes.
What did he say when he came in from the chambers?
Where's my coffee?
Are you a sorority girl?
No.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
What's their names?
Emily and Katie.
Who's your favorite?
They are both my favorites, but they're totally opposite.
Isn't it true that you were one of the top-ranked junior tennis players in the state of Texas?
That is true.
Give us your best tennis grunt. Was your dad like Will Smith and King Richard?
No.
What about Earl Woods?
No.
Hey, now your husband's name is Judd. Right? Is it a Judd?
Yes.
And so when someone asks for Judd Tucker, who answers?
Judd.
Judge Tucker, who answers?
Well, sometimes Judd does.
But you're the only honorable one, right?
I think so.
How tall are you?
Almost 5'5".
Okay, what's your weight?
A little north of my fighting weight.
Yay!
God-given hair color.
You're looking at it.
Isn't it true you wear glasses just for style?
No.
What's your eyesight?
Terrible.
Do you have any other handicaps?
Well, I've probably got a 12 handicap in golf right now, which is embarrassing.
Whoa,
Very good.
man.
Have you ever received a permanent?
Many.
So those curls aren't natural?
Well, not when I was in 6th grade.
And what kind of hair product do you use?
Really just whatever I grab quickly in the grocery store.
Did you ever rock a bob?
Yes.
Hey, for Halloween, are you going to go as Liza Minnelli,
No.
Hillary Swank,
No.
Sarah Palin?
Maybe.
So we loved your campaign video. The right eyebrow arch.
Yeah,
It's
that was
totally
so
on point.
cool. I loved it. Yeah, it was kind of like this. It was right arm. It was so cool.
Jeremy has this weird habit. He has to like count things out. It's like
Yeah.
OCD. So he counted 3 right eyebrow raises in the first 20 seconds of your campaign. So we were going to print it,
That's
but Diana
incredible.
got on to Jeremy for printing too many things in color this week. And so he was out of color prints. So we don't have a color copy of it.
That's great.
So show us your dexterity ambient. So can you arch your left eyebrow?
So I didn't even know I was arching my eyebrows. Am I able to do that?
You arched them. Yeah, we watched. Jeremy counts it. He does that.
Hey,
kind of
that's
stuff.
pretty good. You did good
You
there.
did great. You're perfect.
Speaking of your campaign video, no, let's skip that one. I don't like that one. You're a member of the National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges, correct?
Yes.
How did you get along with the juveniles?
Not very well.
It's interesting they're letting juveniles sit on the bench now, right?
I hope not.
It's a good experience for him.
Yeah, and they're higher up so they can actually see.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, your website says that you've had over 5,000 CPS hearings, and you have improved outcomes for over 3,000 children in foster care. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, what happened to the other poor 2,000 kids?
Oh, well, that's a great question. Probably more hearings than children because every child requires lots of hearings.
What's your best kept office secret?
Gosh, my best kept office secret is, I don't know, pass. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Objection, non-responsive.
I thought it was very non-responsive. I'm sorry.
Now that you've graduated to a real judge, who's your associate?
Judge Jack Riley.
Why didn't you pick Brandon Riley? Boy Wonder.
You didn't apply.
Oh, I didn't get the memo.
Brandon Riley, Boy Wonder.
Who
You want to be an
in-
associate judge?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And I'm not related
Okay.
to Jack Riley.
I like Jack Riley.
And he's not
He's a nice guy.
related to Commissioner Riley either, which he gets asked a lot.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
okay. 6 Degrees of Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, right.
Bacon, whatever his name is.
Right.
Cortland Pedigree is related to Judge Jack Riley. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It's his
And Cortland
nephew.
Pettigrew was I should have.
He
thought-
sat right there in
And
that
I had
seat.
a picture of Jack, yeah, with me and Jack, and I should have told him that. Yeah.
Okay, back to you. Who in County Court Law number 3 spends the most time in the mirror?
Me.
Who spends the least?
CTR bailiff.
Isn't it true that you're board certified in child welfare law?
Yes.
Aren't you concerned that children are vulnerable to becoming addicted to welfare and that you'll never learn to provide for themselves?
Yes, I'm worried about that.
Who's smarter, you or Judd?
Judd, for sure.
Who's your favorite character on the Legal Fix?
You are.
Thank you. Yeah, the first time ever.
Did you get accepted to an HBCU college through affirmative action?
No.
One food for life. What would you eat?
Steak.
You're a
Yay.
member. You're a member of the Texas Bar College, right?
Yes.
Why did you skip summer school?
I didn't.
Hey, you've dropped a lot of names. Have you ever met Michael Strahan?
No.
What?
What's the meanest thing that you've said from the bench?
You're destroying your child's life.
Oh, that's actually a big
Oh,
one.
boom, boom.
That would break me.
How often do you check social media?
I try to, oh gosh, well, never until the last few months, but I try maybe twice a day.
Most gavel raps in a row.
2.
assuming you're the top dog judge, who's the second top dog judge?
In the county?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Pass.
Have you ever made a lawyer cry?
No.
What's the meanest thing you've ever said from the bench?
Oh, we asked you that already.
Oh, we did?
My bad.
Oh, you took my... okay, wait.
I
Rusty
took
Hardin or Tony Busby?
Hardin.
All right.
Would you rather eat...
Go.
Yeah,
go.
Excuse me. Would
go.
you rather eat horse meat in Siberia with Vladimir Putin or yak nuts roasting on an open fire with the Taliban?
Putin.
Why does Deshaun Watson need so many massages?
That's a great question. Why? I mean, he's rich enough to just have. Why did someone come to his house and give him a massage? I don't know why he. I don't know. Was that what he was doing? I don't even know what he was doing.
100-yard dash, you versus Patrice McDonald. Do you let him win?
No, her.
Do you let her win?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Did you love the hot seat?
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was hot.
Jerome, we had to.
It's
Let
too
me
hot
tell you
for
what we
me
had
to
to do.
handle.
Yeah, it was so high. It was hot for us. So we usually have 3 on the hot seat, rapid fire questions. You have to answer them as fast as possible, and then what Jeremy, we had him all. He kind of helps produce the show, so we have production notes. We never prepare, we never review. So this time we had it all set out, and then he goes, "Hey guys, I got to go to Dallas and see Grandpa." And I went, "Holy cow, Brad! What do we do?" We had to run. There is no magic.
He is the magic.
You could tell the magic was.
Tell us this. So how do we look you up in your campaign?
So you go to. Let me take my sunglasses off. So I'm off the hot seat.
You are off the hot seat.
So JudgeAmyTucker.com.
JudgeAmyTucker.com.
Yes.
And do you have any new events coming up that people could check out?
I do. I have one coming up on January the 6th at 5:30 at the Honor Cafe in Conroe. And thank you, Honor Cafe, for hosting our event. We're very excited, and we'll be moving into the home stretch.
That's awesome. Honor Cafe is a wonderful place if you've never been.
It's great.
And what makes you the best candidate for the judge in County Court 3? What makes you the best candidate and an incumbent judge? What is the best thing?
Well, I think that my background, experience, my education, and I hate talking about myself. I grew up in a home where humility was required. However,
here's your chance to humble brag.
Here I go. There is no other attorney in the county, and very, very few in the state of Texas, who have my extensive background, education, experience in this highly specialized area of the law, which is child welfare law. And I am passionate about it. I spearheaded the efforts to give these cases a home in County Court at Law 3, and I have plans to create a court that can be modeled by other courts in the state, which that's a whole other issue, but I can talk to you more about that on a different day. I love what I do, and I'm an expert at it, and I really believe in what we're doing as the Child Protection Court in Montgomery County. I think we are changing lives every day, and I just don't think there's anyone else who is as qualified as I am. And I should say I'm the very first judge in the history of Montgomery County, Texas, and probably one of very few judges in Texas who have specifically requested to have all of the CPS cases in their court. And I think that should tell you something about where my heart is.
If you want to serve and protect your children, vote for Judge Amy Tucker.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you,
we love
guys.
Judge Amy Tucker, and you've presided over every conceivable type of family law hearing or cause, including multiple jury trials. And 9 years in the bench, you've never been reversed or remanded on appeal. I mean, you left that out. That's a big deal.
I did
because
leave
we have
that
like
out.
5 or 6 appeals going on in our office right now, so that's a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I actually, when I was an attorney, I was a litigator, so I was in the courtroom 4 or 5 times a week probably, and I did all my own appeals. So I spent a lot of my weekends writing briefs. So I understand that whole process.
That's why Diana likes her so much.
I know Diana loves you. So here's a little story about Honey Badger, Diana Tuff. So Honey Badger, what she wanted to do in life is to marry a really good-looking, wealthy husband. and then she has a law degree. So I said, Diana, when are you going to go back to work and get law? And she goes, I don't want. I just like being home with the kids. So she was a stay-at-home mom, raised the kids. And then when she said, I think I might try the law stuff again. And so I said, what would you want to do? She goes, I want to help kids. And so she started out doing CPS cases. That's how we started. I was doing them with her, and she was gradually getting back into the swing of things. As she felt like she had been away from law so long, it was hard for her to get back into it. But she found it so rewarding and so fulfilling. And Amy, when you said it's like saving lives, it truly is. I mean, you are saving lives, precious, young, little lives. And you're making the world better for them, and we really, really appreciate you, and we value you for what you're doing for Montgomery County and the state of Texas. And I hope that this model of these courts are adopted throughout the rest of the state of Texas, because it's a very successful model, and the fact that you're doing it and leading the way on it makes us so proud for you and serving all of Montgomery County and the state of Texas. So, Boy Wonder, what do you got for me?
Like and subscribe us on YouTube.
Yeah, and vote the election is in March, right, Amy?
I think early voting starts February the 14th.
Okay, early voting February 14th. The election is the first Tuesday in March.
Yes.
Amy Tucker is the judge to vote for. So if you don't know your judges, vote for Judge Amy Tucker for County Court Law 3.
Vote to Amy Tucker still.
That's right, absolutely.
Yes.
We want to thank you. Yeah, thank you, Judge Tucker.
This has been great. I really appreciate y'all having me on today.
We're honored, Your Honor. Thank you for being on the show. This episode is brought to you by the Tough Law Firm. Please contact us at 281-681-0808 and visit us on the website at toughlawfirm.net. We'll see you next Friday at noon on The Legal Fix. You can see us on Facebook, YouTube, toughlawfirm.net, and 91.1 FM The Boss Live, and we'll answer all your toughest questions. See you next Friday.
One of the first cases that a 7-year-old boy who witnessed his father murdering his mother. Overnight, in the blink of an eye, all alone in the world. I remember this kid's name to this day, and honestly, that was probably almost 20 years ago. He ended up with a wonderful foster family who adopted him. It was the first real look into how we can make a difference in this area of the law. I'm Judge Amy Tucker, and I am asking for your support to continue to be the judge for County Court at Law 3. All of our foster children have been traumatized in some way. They already have the deck stacked against them. They deserve to have their cases heard in a court with a judge who is totally devoted to the CPS docket and an absolute expert in it. And that person is me. The CPS court had been through several different judges over the last 15, 16 years, and I really just felt like we needed a home for these cases. I went to Judge McDonald and I said, I think we should take our CPS cases and handle them in our court. As of August 1st, 2020, County Court at Law 3 became the designated CPS court. That was the proudest moment of my legal career. It was a fight to bring those cases to County Court at Law 3 at times. Thankfully, Judge McDonald recognized my passion and my level of expertise in this area of the law. I have been involved either as an attorney or as a judge in over 5,000 CPS hearings, making decisions for probably about 3,000 children. I'm one of only 47 attorneys in the entire state of Texas who are double board certified in child welfare law and family law. The board certification process for attorneys in the state of Texas is all about demonstrating experience. They're looking for jury trials, they're looking for appellate work, any type of contested trial. I have a pristine appellate record. No case that I've ever tried has ever been remanded or reversed. That's important because when you're making child custody decisions, you don't want those decisions to be overturned. This has been a long journey for this court. This is not the time to change course. If you agree with what we're doing, if you recognize the passion that we have for our foster children, then please go to the ballot box in 2022 and vote to keep me, Amy Tucker, as the judge for County Court at Law 3. I'm Judge Amy Tucker, and I appreciate your support.